Hello everyone. Welcome back to Funful English. This is the second part of Learn 110 Names of Occupation. Let's begin. Inventor. An inventor is a person who invents new things. Jeweler. A jeweler is a person who deals in jewels. Jockey. A jockey is a person who rides a horse in horse races. Journalist. A journalist is a person who writes for a newspaper. Mechanic. A mechanic is a person who repairs machines. Judge. A judge is a person who hears and decides cases in a court of law. Lawyer. A lawyer who is a person who gives advice in matter of laws. Librarian. A librarian is a person who is in charge of a library. Locksmith. A locksmith is a person who makes and mends locks. Magistrate. A magistrate is an official who acts as a judge in a lower court. Mason. A mason who is a person who cuts and prepares stone or brick for building or construction. Mayor. A mayor is a person who is the head of the council of a city. Milliner. A milliner is a person who makes, trims, and sells women's hats. Novelist. A novelist is a person who writes novels or long stories. Nurse. A nurse is a person who looks after sick or injured people in a hospital. Oculist. An oculist is a person who attends the diseases of the eye. Optician. An optician is a person who advises customers on styles of eyewear that suit their needs. Pediatrician. A pediatrician is a doctor specializing in treating children's illnesses. Pharmacist. A pharmacist is a person who is qualified to compound and selling drugs. Photographer. A photographer is a person who takes pictures with a camera. Physician. A physician is a doctor specializing other than surgery. Plumber. A plumber is a person who repairs pipes and fixtures in building. Poet. A poet is a person who writes poems. Porter. A porter is a person who carries luggage at railway stations, etc. Postman. A postman is a person who delivers letters. Physiotherapist. A physiotherapist is a person who was trained to treat diseases, injury, or weakness in the joints or muscles by exercises. Referee. A referee is a person who is judge in a game, e.g. soccer. Salesperson. A salesperson is a person who sells things directly to customers. Scavenger. A scavenger is a person who looks for items in the unwanted rubbish in the streets. Scientist. A scientist is a person who knows much about one or more of the natural science. Sculptor. A sculptor is a person who carves in stones. Seamstress. A seamstress is a person who sews, especially as a paid job. Shepherd. A shepherd is a person who looks after sheep. Surgeon. A surgeon is a person who performs operations. Tailor. A tailor is a person who cuts and makes clothes. Bank teller. A bank teller who is a person who receives and pays out money in a bank. Tinker. A tinker is a person who traveling from place to place repairing kettles, pans, etc. Tour guide. A tour guide is a person who guides tourists to various places of interest. Typist. A typist is a person who types on a typewriter or word processor. Umpire. An umpire is a person who is a judge in a game, e.g. badminton, hockey, etc. Seaman. A seaman is a person who is a sailor, especially one who is not an officer. Valuer. A valuer is a person whose profession is to estimate how much an object, a property, land, etc. Vendor. A vendor is a person who sells goods or small items from a stall. Veterinarian. A veterinarian is a person who treats the diseases of animals. Violinist. A violinist is a person who plays the violin. Waiter or waitress. A waiter or waitress is a person who serves at tables in a restaurant. Warden. A warden is a person who takes charge of a prison. Warder. A warder is a person who works as a prison guard. Watchmaker. A watchmaker is a person who makes or repairs watches. Welder. A welder is a person who joins pieces of metal together. Zoologist. An zoologist is a person who studies animals and their behavior.